I don't know who you are, but what I do have is a particular set of skills, and I will buy a 3DS in 2025.
Good luck.
Another year, another guide on buying a 3DS. But before I made this video, the only up-to-date info I had on the 3DS market was the comments from last year, and you were all right. The prices have increased from a year ago, and I, of course, made a super complicated AI rivaling algorithm that's definitely not a Google sheet I manually input numbers into. Here, I again listed prices on the various 3DS systems from eBay, Mercari, and OfferUp. Starting with the OG 3DS, the average price in 2025 was $139, the OG 2DS is $115, and the 3DS XL is $213. These are average prices for the North American original 3DSs, aka the non-new models. The new 3DS models have a second Circle Pad Pro, the built-in NFC reader, a second set of shoulder buttons, a better 3D effect that tracks your face, and a stronger CPU. The average prices on the North American new 3DSs, 3DSi, the average price of the new 3DS original size is $349, the new 3DS XL is $287, and the new 2DS XL is $246. As you may have already noticed, those of you who are into the 3DS price market, they have also increased from last year. But don't worry, I got a percentage change increase for y'all. I calculated the percentage for each system here. The biggest change I saw was the original 3DS XL with a 53% increase from an average of $213 up from $138 last year. I had to do a double take and search up old 3DS XL consoles again just to check. And yeah, it's right. You can find some under $200 if you look around. But like I said, these are averages. And you're probably thinking, these numbers are nice and all, but I just want to buy a 3DS and you're over here giving a stockholders meeting with percentages. Well, if it's your first time buying a 3DS, it's a ballpark and a good place to start to see what you want to spend. If you only want to play 3DS games at the cheapest price, then the old 3DS should be your choice. It doesn't have the extra features I mentioned of the new 3DS models, but the biggest difference is that there's a handful of games that only play on the new 3DS due to the better CPU. But the main popular games like Pokemon, Mario, and Zelda are all playable on the old 3DS. I'll have a list of new 3DS only games in a description if you want to check those out. The best 3DS in my opinion is the new 3DS regular size. Not because it's the one I own though. Okay, it's because it's the one I have. The regular size new 3DS is the most expensive one in North America because it only came out in specific bundles and it has a console with these swappable faceplates, which is basically what you're paying for. I'm not kidding. Now I'll let you in on a little secret, which I spoke about in the last guides. This is a Japanese imported 3DS. The imported 3DS market has grown even bigger than it was a year ago, and those prices have also gone up. On average, the old 3DS from Japan is $106, the Japanese 2DS is $111, and the Japanese 3DS XL, or LL as it's called over there, is $195. The new 3DS imported from Japan is $232, and the new 2DS LL is $199. And finally, the new 3DS LL is $190. So compared to the North American 3DS consoles, they are cheaper. The catch? Well, you might have to pay for import fees, and just a small detail here. The 3DS is region locked, so you won't be able to play your North American games or any other region on a system from a different region. But luckily, there's a way around it. You can mod your system yourself to change the language and unlock the region to play your games, or sometimes the seller has already gone ahead and done that for you. Last year I saw mostly systems on eBay that were already unlocked for you to import, and that's how I got my system here 2 years ago. Since then, there's been a bigger market though. I have noticed an increase in prices for those modded Japanese 3DS consoles versus Japanese non-modded consoles, so now I see higher prices for sellers who already pre-unlocked your 3DS. So I would make sure to really check the description on the Japanese 3DS consoles before you buy, if you want one that's already region free. Which brings me to my next point. On Mercari, unless I'm having a Mandela effect, the Beenos collaboration is something they offer, so you can buy it from Japan. I think it came out after I made last year's video, but basically, Mercari has a lot more Japanese 3DS systems than before. You can always find a good deal if you look around, or maybe something super cheap. For example, consoles that might be a little beat up. This might be the best deal for the Charizard edition. The only catch? Yeah, it doesn't work when it's plugged in, no biggie. As for which system is best, I would go with an unlocked Japanese new 3DS LL for about $200. It's still the cheapest bang for your buck. The cheapest models being the OG 3DS and the 2DS. The 2DS doesn't have the 3D effect, by the way, for a little over $100. There's a market for each system, and unfortunately, prices will probably continue to increase, but I can't foresee the future. So, since I have the new 3DS original size, Maybe I should look into selling this system. That way I can buy that Charizard one.
Alright, let's see how much I can sell this for. Wait! Don't sell your 3DS. I'm you. A year from now, from the 2026
When
video.
you're me from the future, then you already technically came back to the...
Wait, both of you stop. I'm from the 2027 video. All of you stop. I'm from the 2028. No, wait.
Oh, here we go. Look what you started.
Stop. You can't sell the 3DS. I'm here from 2020.
This
Not
room
everybody.
has a capacity limit.
Everybody stop.
Alright, everybody
I'm
out,
from
everybody out.
2030.